Hiromashima, you've been watching a little bit too much of that Naruto. I know you have, bro, because this chapter definitely gave a lot of the feel, and I know a lot of people will agree with me on this one. I mean, come on, bro. For starters, Juvia would basically be, I guess, the Sakura, although I take Juvia any day of the week of the year over Sakura. You know, the whole crying and missing him and wanting him back. I would argue, and again, I know this is going to be random because it's supposed to be a chapter review, but I'm making comparisons. It's just that the material felt so strong of a similarity to, like, the stuff from Naruto, honestly. It really did. And, you know, the relationship that Juvia had, especially what she explained in this chapter, how for half a year they were, you know, training together, eating together, living together, was definitely a lot more than what Sakura and Sasuke ever had. You know, a few missions going on together. It's a total difference or whatever. So I understand Juvia's pain when she's crying there, tears, and getting this giant fever or whatever. So she would be that. Natsu making that vow. Come on, if that's not Naruto's vow to bring him back to the village, I don't know what the fuck is. And then Gray, of course, is Sasuke. And the hilarious thing about it is, when I very first looked at Fairy Tail and I just took a glance at it, the characters and everything, I looked at Gray and I was like, this is Sasuke. And a lot of people told me, no, he might look like him, he might have the same type of, you know, characteristics or whatever, but he's not, he's different, he's totally different. And for the longest time, they were right. He didn't really give me any remnants of Sasuke. He was just his own person, he was cool, I liked his backstory, I thought he was an awesome character. 424 chapters later, yeah, curse mark seal, like really, bro? So this chapter was mainly just that. We got reunited with Juvia, so it seems as though everybody from Fairy Tail is going to get reunited pretty quick within this time skip. I mean, we already got Natsu, Lucy, Wendy, now Juvia. We know where Gray is, or well, we've seen Gray at the very least. He's with this new guild or whatever, so it seems as though things is coming together pretty quick, which is good. We don't want slow pacing, especially if we're getting, you know, we're kicking off the ground and we're starting to run already real quick with like this new guild or whatever. I'm glad that the pacing is going nicely and smoothly and really quick at the same time where we're getting everyone. It's not like this million march or whatever, you know, million-mile march to get everyone back together. Things is going quick. Now, the thing about Gray's change, I definitely don't think that that's him wanting to do this. Unless he's doing like some spy mission or whatever, I don't necessarily think that Gray is doing this on his own. It could possibly be that the curse mark seal is taken over, that curse that he had, you know, the curse magic or whatever. It could be that. It's either or. It's either he's doing this because he's on a secret mission, or it's possible that it's taken over him and is turning him to the dark side, because even Juvia saw the change in his character as she was living with him. At certain points, it was just like he stopped coming home. So you can definitely see that it could be a little bit of column A, column B, maybe. Maybe it is that he's, you know, still somewhat there, but at the same time, the seal is so strong on him that it's like, I really don't have control over this. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little mix of like Vegeta as well. Maybe he surrendered to it because he wanted this power. Maybe he didn't want to feel all the emotions of everything that happened. I mean, how many people has Gray lost? If you look at the series, he lost his mother, he lost his father, he lost his family. He now lost his fucking guild. Everybody that he actually gave a fuck about at this particular point. Not to mention what happened to Ultir. So if he surrendered and said, fuck it, you know, just let me be evil as long as I don't feel these feels, I wouldn't blame him. I mean, at the end of the day, when life gets stressful and you have a way out, why the fuck not, right? And mainly this chapter was just a big setup. I'm curious as to why Natsu wants to go to Sabretooth. Maybe it's because he sniffs out some people that might be there. Maybe he knows that there's a solution to get Gray back. So that was definitely a setup. Interesting. Don't understand exactly what would be at Sabretooth unless, like, that's the last place that he smelled like that Gray might be at or something. So kind of curious as to what he's going to go to Sabretooth for, unless he's going to get, like, the crusty, stinging rogue to help him, which I don't get why the fuck he would need them. And then we're going to lead to the final battle at the Valley of the End. Okay, I'm fucking around with that. But yeah, honestly, this chapter, it was very good, very reminiscent of Naruto. Don't care what anyone else says. I mean, it's clear as day. It just really gave that vibe. Except, of course, we don't know exactly what Gray's motives are at this particular point, and we don't know how it's going to go down, although we do know Natsu is Naruto, Gray is Sasuke, and Juvia is Sakura. So maybe like an 8 out of 10 for this one. Honestly, it was exciting. It was crazy to see, and I did predict that somebody's not going to come back to Fairy Tail with open arms, and lo and behold, it's Gray, which it's weird because he just got all the strong magic and everything, and people have been debating whether Natsu or Gray is stronger, and now with this, he goes to this new guild, which, let's talk about that new guild real quick before we end this. Avatar! Hey, the last airbender, no. So with this new guild, it's like, okay, with the destruction of all the dark guilds, I immediately was thinking, the only thing left we really have is Zeruf, Acnologia, and END. So kind of feels a little bit like Heroes throwing in another guild just to stall for time and stretch things out. Because, I mean, where the fuck did these motherfuckers come from? And if they are so strong, because at this particular point, they need to be really fucking strong. With Natsu's power up and everybody else from the time skip training, they have to be at a certain level to be able to compete with these people. Where the fuck were they all these years? And why do they have this devotion to Zeref too? Is it that they're all along the lines of like, oh yes, we want to help Zeref die? Or what the fuck is their motives? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, they were all worshipping Zeref anyway. So yeah, again, a very good setup and just really interesting to see Gray go to the dark side. It's a long time coming, I guess, again, like I spotted it from the very beginning, but yeah, I guess with Naruto's absence, just so many people want that feel again, that people are like incorporating certain elements, like, you know, you got the Black Clover manga, Boku no Hero Academia, now even Fairy Tail's taking a cue, go figure. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like, I'd greatly appreciate it, and if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.